All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our webinar this evening. My name is Bwana Thurman. I'm going to be your host this afternoon. I want to sincerely thank all of you all for tuning in. Your time is extremely valuable to us. And I promise you by the end, you're going to thank the person who sent this information to you. I'm really humbled to have this time. And really, this is still somewhat new to me. This is only my second presentation, so you guys bear with me. But I want to give you all a little bit of warning in advance. What I'm going to share tonight has been known to cause a loss of sleep. So don't blame me. Don't be upset with me. The industry we're going to talk about is the passive income industry and passive rewards. This is why you should be grateful that whoever sent this to you, is because we are earning over 100% profit per month. And I'm going to verify that. I'm going to show it to you toward the end. And this is passive, totally hands-free, on autopilot. And that doesn't even include the compound interest, which we will talk about here in a moment. Again, thank you for your time. We really take it serious. The name of the company, the name of this project is called COTPS, Cryptos Over the Counter. We are literally leading the change in what we call high frequency trading. And I'm going to get into this in just a minute, but before I get into all the details, I'm always very upfront and straightforward, because this is general information about the company, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not soliciting anybody. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. And before you decide to be a part of this program, you should really do your due diligence. Figure out what your risk tolerance is, because there are risks involved. And I tell people there's risk involved in everything. You can go put your money in a bank account and let it sit all year, and they'll pay you 0.5%, and you can have zero risk. You can go put your money in a 401k or a retirement fund or something like that, and you can have a low risk, but it's still a risk. How do I know? Ask the people when the economy crashed back in the back 2008, 2009. Ask some of those people what happened when the banks closed. And then this is what I would call a little bit more risky, but having an opportunity to earn 100% ROI is extremely exciting. And so we suggest that you determine your own personal risk tolerance, and you can make a decision there. Now, what I'm getting ready to talk about is typically for what we call high rollers, hedge funds. And they've adjusted this model so that everybody can participate. But I want to let you guys know up front, this really isn't for everybody. You know, and sometimes people don't hear what I'm saying, and then they come back later on and say something else. But hear me what I'm saying. If you don't have extra, this is probably not for you. It really isn't. Now, you can still listen. So when you get to a place where you have some extra, it's a great place to be. But this company, COTPS, ladies and gentlemen, they're in an industry where they've taken intelligent, high frequency transactions, and this is in obviously the digital currency or the cryptocurrency industry. One of the things that I love about this is nothing that we do is affected by inflation. It's not affected by the economy, the ups and downs of the market. Literally, what we are is an arbitrage trading platform. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that in just a moment. But this model focuses on currency transactions and high frequency transactions in the cryptocurrency industry, in the digital currency industry. Now, just to be a little bit more detailed about our platform, and these are some of the reasons that I absolutely love it. Number one, this is a market that operates 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. What this platform does is it goes out and it finds people. They use AI technology and they find people that are already placing orders for cryptocurrency, and they give us an opportunity to buy low and sell high. Now, let me give you a quick example of what arbitrage trading is. Just follow me here. Right now, and you guys can do this after the presentation. If you go to Coinbase, if you go to Binance, if you go to Clever or any exchange, and you look at the price of Bitcoin, I guarantee you, no matter what exchange you go to, one is not going to be the exact same as the other. There's always a difference in the price. And so there's a market price, and then there's a transaction price. And so what this platform does is it uses artificial intelligence to go out and it finds people that are selling, that are buying USDT at a price that's higher than market value. And they allow us to buy low and sell high. And here's the best part about it. It's free to join. It doesn't cost anything to join this program. You can start off with as little as $50. Honestly, typically, if somebody doesn't have extra $100, this probably isn't for you, ladies and gentlemen. It just isn't. But they give us an opportunity to do what the banks do and sell our money every 2 hours. And we have the ability to withdraw as long as our money is not in a transaction, which is every 2 hours. How many of you think that's pretty cool? We have the ability to go out and take our principal out and our interest every 2 hours. Now, my simple way, you know, a lot of people, I'm a real simple guy, and I like to make things as simple as possible. The way when I'm talking to somebody about this, I say the easiest way for me to explain arbitrage is, if you think about it, you can go to Kayak, and then you can go to Priceline, and you can find the same airplane ticket, but there's a little bit of difference in the fare. Or you can go to Coinbase and you can go to Binance, and you can find a little bit of difference in the price of Bitcoin and any crypto out there. What we're able to do, ladies and gentlemen, is partner up with this company called COTPS. We make the money on the spread, and when they sell our money, they pay us a commission every 2 hours. Think of COTPS as the eBay of cryptocurrency. If any of you are familiar with eBay, eBay is simply a platform. It's an over-the-counter platform that connects buyers and sellers. And they make a commission every time somebody sells their products on eBay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're taking a look at. We're an over-the-counter cryptocurrency exchange platform, and we literally are working with thousands and thousands of certified and verified traders all over the world. We are currently the largest over-the-counter exchange in the world. Our technology is second to none, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to go through a lot of details about this, but they have the ability to use this artificial intelligence to find people all over the world that's paying higher than market value. And ladies and gentlemen, this platform, it guarantees the transaction and it ensures the safety of our funds. It is a real-time clearing engine, and normally within 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes, the transaction is done and 100% of your money is back in your wallet, of which you can withdraw at any time, your principal and your interest. Here's what some of the press all over the world is saying about this company. There's nobody out there that has a safer platform. Our service is second to none. We provide instant customer service. Normally you hear back from them within 5 or 10 minutes. They do require a KYC ID verification. This is because we are certified as a money services business here in the United States. And that's one of the things, but they don't keep your information. They use a third party to do all of the KYC verification, but that's something that you handle in your back office. We are obviously, this is another article that I found, we're leading when it comes to high frequency transactions. Nobody in the world is doing what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. And it is very, very, very exciting to be identified. Our wallets are top notch. Our customer service, again, most companies, most exchanges say, yeah, we'll get back with you within 24 hours or 3 to 5 working days, literally. And I've had to ask customer service a few things. They respond typically in less than 15 minutes. Here's another article that I found about the ecosystem of COTPS. And they just make it convenient where you can deposit what you want to deposit, low entry. You can pull your money out at any time. And they've created one of the safest environments in the world. Now, again, I don't really get into all of the licensing, but they're fully licensed. The US MSB license, this is an agency regulated by FinCEN, which is an agency under the US Department of Treasury. Anytime you're dealing in the financial services industry, this is a license that you must have. If you guys want to Google this and find out all the details, you can do so at your leisure. But here's our actual MSB registration number. And it's very exciting. This is very recent. On March 21st, we also received our FinTrack Money Service Businesses license out of Canada as well. That's our Canadian number. And so this is all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, and we're very, very, very excited about being compliant. But again, I just want to quickly explain our process. We use one currency and one currency only. So please don't ask about Bitcoin. We don't use Ethereum. We don't use any of those. We use one currency in and one currency out. And it's called USDT TRC20. It is on the Tron network. I'm going to say that one more time. It's USDT TRC20 on the Tron network. And so you set up your free account, which literally takes less than 2 minutes. Once you set up your free account, you decide what you're going to deposit, how much money you want to sell every 2 hours. And then all you do is you push this button in your back office. And I'm going to show you how to do this. And by the way, you can do it manually. And our team has a special bot that does it for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But ladies and gentlemen, our system, it uses its artificial intelligence. It scans the market and it finds people that are paying for USDT higher than market value. All we do, we sell high and buy low. And literally, the platform takes approximately 2 hours to facilitate the transaction, and then your money is back in your wallet, of which you can pull out immediately. It is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you this process in just a moment. But there are some people, as I can see, there are literally over 150 people on this webinar right now. There are some people that would like to refer this to other people. I want to make it real clear. It is not required. It is not mandatory to tell anybody. As a matter of fact, if you want to keep it a secret, you can keep it a secret. But I learned a long time ago, I got introduced to the direct sales industry about 25 years ago. I was just a young guy, 21 years old. I just graduated from Morehouse. I had my little honors degree in finance, couldn't find a job. Here I am, spent over $50,000 for a degree and couldn't find a job. And you know what's so funny? There are hundreds of thousands of people that have done the exact same thing, but nobody's skeptical about that. Nobody's skeptical about spending tens of thousands of dollars for a degree and you can't find a job, but someone shares an opportunity like this and everybody wants to get skeptitis. It's okay. Listen, this is not for everybody. I shared that earlier. But for those of you who would like to incorporate what every other successful person in America does, we have that ability to do so. When I was 21, I had an opportunity. I got lucky, y'all. I got lucky that I couldn't find a job because I would have been somewhere in corporate America probably, trading time for money. And it's nothing wrong with that. But I got to tell you, there's never been a time in history where it's easier to become a millionaire in America. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to show you exactly how to do it here in just a moment. But I got lucky at the young age of 21. I met some people who were worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And they said, kid, if you want to be successful in life, you got to find out what everybody else is doing and do the exact opposite. He said, if everybody else is starting at the bottom, you need to figure out a way to start at the top. He said, if everybody else is responsible for their own income, he said, you got to figure out a way to have other people helping you generate your income. He said, if everybody else is trading time for money, he said, you got to find a way where you can have your money working for you. And he told me to read this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Told me to read a lot of books. But if any of you ever read it by Robert Kiyosaki, he's famous for talking about the cash flow quadrant and the 4 ways to produce income. And tonight, what I want to share with you all is how to be on the right side of money. Because most of us were trained to do the opposite. I know I was. I grew up with a mother who worked for the federal government for 33 years. I grew up with a dad who was in the military, and when he got out of the military, he started doing construction. So I saw how to work hard. But what I didn't learn was how to work smart until I met some people that were worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Because everything they taught me at Morehouse, everything my parents taught me was to be on the left side of money. Go get a job, work your butt off, and maybe somebody will reward you. Well, we mostly know that that's not working like it used to. And if that's something you're doing, it's okay. But on the left side of money, we're either an employee and we're trading time for money, or we're self-employed doing the exact same thing. We just typically make a little bit more money. But tonight, I'm going to talk about being on the right side of money, being a business owner, having a system, having an opportunity to have other people help you generate your income. And I'm also going to talk about an investor. Having your money go to work for you and earning over 100% ROI each and every month, passively. If something like that is of interest to you, pay close attention. There's really only two ways to earn money here. The first is you don't have to tell a soul. You can keep this a secret. You can deposit whatever amount of USDT that you want to sell, and you can make approximately 3.3% a day. Or you can do both. You can do one and two. You can not only make a deposit and have your money go to work for you as an investor, but you can also share this with a few people. And anybody you share this with, every time they sell their money every 2 hours, you earn 15% of whatever they earn. And if they go out and share it with somebody, you are going to earn 10% every 2 hours of what they earn. And if they go out and share it with somebody, you're going to earn 5% of what they earn every 2 hours. Can you imagine if we got paid that way in corporate America? Can you imagine getting paid 15% of anybody that you've ever trained at your job or your career every week? So whatever their paycheck was, you earn 15% of it. Can y'all say, cha-ching, baby? See, COTPS, ladies and gentlemen, the eBay of cryptocurrency, the over-the-counter. We have our own niche, ladies and gentlemen. This is an arbitrage trading platform where every single 2 hours, your money comes back in your wallet and you can sell it again 11 times a day. See, every time you sell your money, you earn 0.003%. If you do that 11 times a day, that's 3.3% a day. Just do the math. That's over 23% a week. And here's the best part about it. It compounds every 2 hours. I'm going to say that again. It compounds every 2 hours. I think it was Albert Einstein that said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. But we get paid down through 3 levels. So whoever you refer, whoever they refer, and whoever they refer, you earn a percentage of what they earn every 2 hours. Can you keep it a secret? Yes. Now, before I come back to the frequently asked questions, what I want to do really briefly is I want to show you my back office. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I got signed up, I think it was somewhere around March 25th. And when I first got signed up, they didn't have the bot working. Our team hadn't had the bot working that works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So because the bot wasn't working yet, I didn't deposit my money until March the 30th. I'm going to log in to the back office. And here's what happens. For those of you that was on last Thursday, I don't even think it was at 60,000, but I deposited $20,000 on March the 30th. And today's date is April 14th. Literally 15 days later, I have been able to earn over $55,000. And I'm not bragging. And I actually want to say this because most of you will never have these type of results. Most people are not willing to take the risk that I'm willing to take. $20,000, that was my personal risk tolerance. And I would never tell you to invest anything that you can't afford to lose. I think my mother is on here tonight. I wouldn't tell her to invest anything that she couldn't afford to lose. But once you make your deposit into your account, all you do is you hit on this little button that says transaction hall. And I actually stopped my bot so I could show you guys this thing works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't have to touch it. It does a minimum of 11 trades. It sells my money a minimum of 11 times a day. As a matter of fact, when I stop this, I'm losing money because of y'all. I'm just joking. But it's really simple. All you do is you click on this white button that says immediate competition for orders. And watch what happens. It says searching for higher price transactions. So watch what COTPS just did, ladies and gentlemen. COTPS just took my money and they said, hey, Buana, we're going to sell your money for you. We're going to use our AI technology. We're going to find somebody in the world that is buying USDT higher than market value. Buana, we're going to let you buy low and sell high. We're going to facilitate the transaction, Buana, for you. And when you hit sale, that transaction is done. That transaction was $37,000. I pushed the button and I just earned $111. That's crazy. Now, I'm going to keep doing this until my balance, because I want to sell all 75,700. I want to sell every bit of it. That time it sold another 22,700. And every time it sells my money, I make a profit. Now, you can either do this manually or you can get our team bot that does it for you, and it operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I like to call it a money machine. In other words, cha-ching, baby. It is a money machine, and every 2 hours, cha-ching, baby. And here's the best part about it. When you share this with other people, when they sell their money every 2 hours, that you had nothing to do with it, guess what else happens? Cha-ching, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care. Uh-oh, I pushed the wrong button. I don't care what y'all say. This is exciting. It is simple. All you have to do is you can do this manually if you choose, push the button, and you can make 3.3% a day that is compounded every 2 hours. And I'm going to keep pushing this button until it gets to $5 or less, because once it gets under $5, it won't happen anymore. But can y'all believe this? It's unreal. It should say searching for suckers, searching for high price orders for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cha-ching, baby. So all I want y'all to do is realize whoever invited you on this webinar tonight, they wanted to share this with you, ladies and gentlemen. They wanted to show you how you can earn 23% a week. They wanted to show you with compound interest how you can earn over 100% per month. Please tell me what investments you have going on right now, legally, where you're making that type of money. So now that it's under, see, my wallet balance is only $2.46. If I try to hit that button again, it won't let me do it. So all I do is I let COTP go to work. They're facilitating the transaction. And in 2 hours, this $75,745. See, today so far, I've earned over $2,190 today so far. Now, that doesn't include my team. See, I can come back and you can see what your team is doing. If you choose to go out and tell other people about this, it'll tell you what you earn on your first level. It'll tell you what you've earned on your second level. It'll tell you what you earn on your third level. And I forgot to hit that to compound that as well. But the computer system will catch up with it in the next 2 hours. The last thing I wanted to show y'all is this compound interest calculator, because it is the eighth wonder of the world. When I think of compound interest, I think of a money machine, and it's compounding every 2 hours. Let's say you decided to come in here and you set up your account, which is free, by the way, and you wanted to deposit $1,000 into your wallet tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you get our bot and you allow COTPS to trade your money at least 11 times a day, you will earn approximately 3.3% daily. I'm going to put this in here. You know what? I'm just going to put it in here for 7 months, so everybody can have a good Christmas this year. Let me ask you something. If you deposited $1,000 in here and you didn't touch it, and it drew 3.3% a day for the next 7 months, by the end of November, you would have $1 million because of compound interest. I know some of you even looking at this. How does that work? That looks too good to be true. It's because some people don't quite understand compound interest. Yeah. If you really understood it, it's actually going to be more than $1 million. Why? Because at COTPS, it compounds every 2 hours, not just every day. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to share this with people because not only is my life changing, but several people that I've shared this with, their lives are changing. If you don't understand digital currency, the first thing you need to do is set up a wallet. We use USDT on the Tron network, TRC20, because it's quick. It is a stable coin. If the US dollar is 1, USDT is 1. It's a very stable coin. It doesn't fluctuate like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these other cryptos. It's USDT in and USDT out. Their gas fees, their fees are very low to process transactions. Do you need to know how to trade? No. You don't even need to know how to spell trade. Over the counter, we are the eBay in the cryptocurrency exchange industry. What kind of profit can you expect? Every 2 hours, it's 0.3% or 0.003. If you multiply that times 11, because you can do it every 2 hours, that's 3.3% per day, roughly, give or take. Now, COTPS has nothing to do with the automated bot. You can get with the person that invited you on this webinar. They can show you how to get your bot set up. It's already running for us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I literally like to call it a money machine. The only thing that's left for you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is simply get with the person that invited you on this call tonight. As a matter of fact, don't wait till they call you. Don't wait till they text you. Call them up and say, give me that link. I'm ready to have a different Christmas this year than I had last year, if you celebrate that holiday. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to provide a better lifestyle for my family. I'm ready to start incorporating what wealthy people do. And that example is what I gave you with just $1,000. Can you imagine what my 20,000 is going to turn into? Cha-ching, baby. Now, you need to get back with the person that invited you on the webinar. Ask them for their link. It literally takes less than 2 minutes to get signed up. It's free to get signed up. They can walk you through that process. It's very, very, very simple. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to create your own money machine. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you have been praying for something like this. Some of you have been waiting for somebody to call you and show something like this to you. You've been waiting, and your prayers and your answers are here. Just remember the rules. I teach people financial literacy all over the United States. And when I'm teaching financial literacy, I tell people, you got to know the rules and remember that the rules are always changing. That's a fact. Some people not even familiar. I want you to ask yourself this. I tweeted this last night. Normally, when you hear about wealth transfers in your life, when you think about people who had an opportunity to invest in Google, people who had an opportunity to invest in Facebook, people who had an opportunity to change their life, when you hear about these type of wealth transfers, when do you normally hear about them? At the perfect timing or when it's too late? This company's been around since 2019. They literally have over 3 million investors worldwide. We're just excited to be able to share this with you. I want to thank each and every one of you for your time. I want to thank you for your attention. My real prayer is that every single one of you have a life-altering transition in your life because of COTPS. It's your time, and you absolutely deserve it. When we do this, we normally run into 3 types of people. The third type person, they're like, I don't know. And normally what the third type person does is they consider, to evaluate, to think about, to approximate, to decide, to reconsider, to look into, to discuss, and they never make a decision about anything. They look up 40 years later and their situation is still the same. They never move. They never take a shot at anything. And my mentor used to always say, Buana, if you never give yourself a chance, guess what you've done? You've guaranteed failure. The second type person, maybe you have some questions. Now listen, we're here to answer your questions. Somebody above you knows how to answer your questions. To me, questions are a sign of intelligence. It's okay to answer your questions. Just don't be cynical. I even tell them it's okay to be skeptical. Just don't be cynical. Y'all know cynical people? They find something wrong with everything except for who? Themselves. And the first type person is like, man, you could have shut up about 30 minutes ago. I get it. You mean to tell me this company's going to let me sell my money every 2 hours and make over 3% a day, over 23% a week, and let me compound it every 2 hours? How do I get started? And that's really the person we're looking for. If you're a number one or a number two, immediately get with the person that invited you on this webinar and create your money machine, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see you guys on the beaches of the world. Good night and God bless. Cha-ching, baby.